Successor Agency, Calexico Finance Authority regular meeting, Wednesday, December 19th, 5:30. Could the clerk please have a roll call?
Mayor Pacheco,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Escobar is absent. Councilmember Hodge is absent. Councilmember Romero,
Here.
Councilmember Arrola Fernandez.
Here.
We have a quorum, Mayor.
Thank you. Anybody here for public comments?
Public comments, anyone at all?
Once, twice. We're going to adjourn to closed session. Thank you very much. Closed session. We're going to open up our City Council meeting, Redevelopment Successor Agency, Calexico Finance Authority. Regular session, agenda 6:30. Call to order, roll call.
Mayor Pacheco,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Escobar,
Here.
Councilmember Hodge is absent. Councilmember Romero,
Here.
Councilmember Arrola Fernandez.
Here.
We have a quorum, Mayor.
Thank you. Mr. Figueroa, could you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Dale.
Mission statement, together, we
Pledge to provide effective and efficient services in a courteous and respectful manner to improve the quality of life for all in our unique ordered community. Viva Calexico.
Remain standing, please, for Pastor Frank Cesueta for Christ Community Church for your vocation.
Good evening. Before we open in prayer, may I extend to all of you here tonight a most blessed Merry Christmas. Father in heaven, first of all, we thank you because Christmas is about you sending your Son, our Savior, into this world. And God, that is the greatest gift that mankind can ever receive. And Lord, it is because of him we can approach you tonight. And God, we approach you in humility, in reverence of who you are. But God, also with confidence, knowing that you're a God that is mindful of us. You are a God that is mindful of the citizens of Calexico, their leadership. So tonight, God, we would ask a blessing upon them all. And God, we ask it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor. Got a closed session announcements, Mr. Campos.
Mr. Mayor, we have no reports from closed session this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Go down to approval of the agenda, please.
Mr. Mayor, we would like, as part of the agenda, the city manager will make a brief comment right before public comments. So if you could just allow that time for the city manager to make a comment.
After the announcements?
Correct.
Okay.
So we approve the agenda.
Is there-
Motion to approve?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ms. Garcia?
Announcements. These proceedings may be viewed on the City of Calexico website at www.calexico.ca.gov the Friday following the City Council meeting. Mayor Pacheco will have community hours to hear concerns of the citizens the fourth Tuesday of the month from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at City Hall in the City Manager's Conference Room, 608 Heber Avenue, Calexico. Public comments, public appearances. This is the time for the public to address the City Council on any item not appearing on the agenda that is within the subject matter jurisdiction of the City Council. The mayor will recognize you when you come to the microphone. Please state your name and place of residence for the record. While members of the public are encouraged to participate, it is unlawful to disturb or delay the council meeting with personal or slanderous remarks. If the item you wish to comment on is on consent item, please comment now. The City Council is prohibited by state law from taking action or discussing items not included on the printed agenda. If the item you wish to comment on is on the public portion of the agenda, we will take your comment when we get to the item on the agenda. Please direct your questions and comments to the City Council.
We'll start with Mr. Dale first. You have.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. The reason why I would like to address the audience before public comments which is unusual, I know. But we have members of the audience here who are ready to speak about the adult fees for our leagues that the city currently has. And I just want to address it just a little bit before you, and feel free to make the public comments as you wish. But we are working on it. Staff prepared a report, but we need to do a full resolution to do it correctly. So we didn't have time to get it done for this agenda, but we still plan to take it to the council on January 9th, which is a reduction, a substantial reduction in the current fees, and so that if there are leagues, adult leagues, that they will see much lower fees for that. So we are still working on that. I just wanted to address it before the public comments. And also acknowledge Carmen Estrada in terms of her leadership in the community with regard to the sports field, and also to thank her. You're working on a restroom for one of the parks, so we're still looking forward to that, and we'll work with you on that. But just know that we are working on a substantially lower fee for adult soccer and adult baseball. That was it.
And that's coming out in January.
January 9th meeting. So look forward to the January 9th meeting.
Thank you.
Carmen Estrada?
Buenas noches, soy Carmen Estrada, directora del programa Calexico Parents Athletic Association. Aquí venimos de nuevo con ustedes a hablar el mismo problema que estamos pasando, ¿verdad? Tenemos jóvenes que cumplieron 18 años, el cual ya no pueden tener una actividad porque pues no pueden, no están apoyando. La verdad se oye feo lo que voy a decir, pero es la verdad. A los jóvenes de 18 a 25 años la ciudad dice que ya tenemos que pagar $100 al día por estar practicando, por estar jugando en los campos. Nosotros por 10 semanas la ciudad nos está cobrando $10,000, los cuales no contamos con $10,000, pero si se viene a la agenda probablemente nos bajarían en $2,800, pero tampoco contamos con ese dinero. Nosotros no es un programa que estamos haciendo dinero, nomás juntamos $2,000, la aseguranza nos costó $2,850, los otros $850 lo recabamos fondos para pagar nuestra aseguranza. Entonces nosotros como programa hemos traído proyectos aquí a Calexico. Los parques estaban totalmente mal, el Quinti Andrade. Señora Norma, quiero darle las gracias porque usted fue una persona que apoyó a traer la luz. Créame que yo estoy muy agradecida de usted porque yo fui con usted a tocarle la puerta, ahí sí, soñando, y llegué triunfando. Porque yo llegué al IID y dije, señora Norma, quiero que me apoye con la luz. Y se me quedó viendo y me dijo, claro que sí. A la semana estaba aprobado, venimos a la ciudad con la unión y usted, se aprobó y en un mes ya se estaba haciendo el proyecto. Qué bonito. Ojalá, la verdad, la ciudad apoye todos esos proyectos que traemos y no nos cobren porque traemos muchos proyectos muy bonitos para la ciudad. Los jóvenes son jóvenes que están desde los 4 años con nosotros en el Calexico Parents Athletic al PAL. Están dando ellos son los coaches de nuestra liga infantil y son coaches también de la liga de adultos. Yo no estoy rompiendo reglas en la ciudad. Los jóvenes quieren jugar. Yo les digo, no tengo permiso, no entren a jugar. Ellos entran, ellos dicen, señor Estrada, déjenos jugar. Yo ya no puedo sacarlos, lo único que hicieron es pagarnos las luces para que no entrara. Esto que yo estoy haciendo aquí son represalias que ya tengo aquí. Y yo no quiero represalias, yo no estoy haciendo nada malo, estoy simplemente dando la cara para casi 350 jóvenes que son todos de Calexico. Es todo lo que yo estoy haciendo y paren de hacer cosas, injusticias. Yo sé que mañana me van a reclamar esto, pero no me interesa. Aquí voy a estar porque sé que estoy haciendo algo bien. Gracias.
Felipe Mesa.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Felipe Mesa y soy entrenador de soccer desde voy para 11 años. Recuerdo que estaba entrenando en la ciudad de Heber con niños de Calexico en el 2008, 2009 y en el 2010, gracias a Dios, fui al California State Games y me traje Under 11 la categoría conocí a Carmen y me invitó a entrenar en el campo del Casitas. Me dijo, ¿por qué estás en Heber? Si traes niños de Calexico, porque pues, no tenía campo. Estaba entrenando en la escuela vieja de Heber, no, lo siento, no sé cómo se llama. Después de eso, miren, los niños que yo estuve entrenando por varios años, ahorita son adultos ya, están cumpliendo 21, 22 años y gracias a Dios unos están en la militar, otros están en San Diego State University, en UCLA, en varias universidades, otros trabajando. Pero a lo que vengo es que, miren, cuando ya son mayores de edad no hay dónde jugar. Entonces el año pasado alguien me preguntó que si podíamos hacer una liga de adultos. Entonces yo pregunté a Carmen y Carmen me apoyó, me dijo, sí, vamos a hacerlo. Vamos a tratar de darles oportunidad a estos adultos y en los cuales sigue habiendo adultos, pero jovencitos como 18, que a lo mejor aquí no son adultos. Pero lo que estamos haciendo, la verdad, créanme, es que no les estamos dando chance, oportunidad de que anden haciendo vagancia, o sea, graffiti o cosas malas, están haciendo deporte. La verdad, ocupamos que nos apoyen, que la ciudad de Calexico vea por los jóvenes, los niños, que sigan teniendo oportunidad de hacer deporte. El otro día trato de hacerlo lo más rápido posible. Supe que querían mandar de aquí de la ciudad, querían mandar sacarlos de jugar. Yo quería ver de verdad que llegara la policía a sacar a estos jóvenes del parque, del Casitas, porque estaban haciendo deporte. A la siguiente semana o 2 semanas tuve un incidente con niños. Yo entreno niños de 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tengo 4 categorías. Y pues mucha gente me conoce. Y mire, me dio tanta coraje ver que estaban en el parque. Estaban unas gentes fumando marihuana. Pues porque esta persona que trabaja aquí en la ciudad, ¿por qué no se da la tarea mejor de mandar a la policía por esa gente y no por los que están haciendo deporte? O sea, no se vale. Gracias a Dios hablamos con el oficial Legaspi, si no mal recuerdo su nombre. A la semana hice un meeting con los papás de mi club y él nos prometió que iba a hacer rondín. Porque pues digo, o sea, yo no sé ustedes, cada quien aquí, desgraciadamente para mí, la mente abierta para que sí puedan hacer eso. Yo no soy partícipe de eso, a mí no me gusta, pero la verdad yo quisiera que nos ayudaran con los jóvenes adultos que ahorita quieren jugar, quieren hacer deporte, no quieren hacer otra cosa mala. Entonces aquí, la verdad, miren, si esto que nos piden quiere decir que entonces tendríamos que cobrarles más, o qué hacer, de dónde sacamos ese dinero que la ciudad de Calexico nos quiere cobrar. Finally, I would like to thank all the people who are giving us support and the people who are not. That's the same, because they are going to the fields requesting our vote. I would like to, to remember this, but you know what? No way. I'm gonna see who's supporting us, and you know what? It's very difficult to me to be calm, because sometimes I'm very upset with these people, because when they go to the fields, no, I'm gonna support you, I'm gonna do this, and you know what? It's false. So thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mesa.
Abel Aramburo.
Aló, buenas tardes, mi nombre es Abel Arámburos, yo soy residente aquí de la ciudad de Calexico y vengo en representación del equipo Newpi que está ahorita en la Liga Abierta de Adultos de Calexico. Este equipo se inició alrededor de 2011, cuando todavía nosotros estábamos en high school, y después de que nos graduamos nos quedamos tristemente sin poder jugar porque somos considerados adultos y ya no existía una liga para adultos. Y ahora, gracias a Dios, hace un año se dio la tarea otra vez de iniciar esta liga, y desde hace un año yo soy representante de este equipo. Y ahora vengo a pedirles por favor que vengan a apoyarnos, que nos presten los campos. Estamos haciendo cosas buenas, estamos haciendo deportes, traemos a nuestras familias, a nuestras esposas, muchos de nuestros compañeros tienen hijos. Venimos en plan familiar, no venimos a hacer destrozos. Solamente les pido que nos apoyen por favor. Los campos no son tan buenos como para que nos estén cobrando esa cantidad en exceso de dinero. Están en muy malas condiciones, tristemente. Nos tuvieron que apoyar de otros lados, bueno, sí son representantes del Valle, pero no nos ayudó nuestra ciudad de Calexico. Tristemente, no todos nuestros jugadores pueden pagar esa cantidad de dinero. Cada vez que jugamos, no tenemos muy buenos trabajos aquí en Calexico como para estar haciendo ese tipo de gastos. Muchas gracias. Thank you for your support and thank you for hearing me.
Eduardo Galván.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Eduardo Galván. Vengo también representando lo que es la Liga de Adultos de aquí de Calexico. Al igual soy residente de aquí de Calexico. Yo empecé jugando esta liga siendo un niño y gracias a Dios sigo aquí todavía, y pues de la manera más respetuosa les pido pues su colaboración, su ayuda para poder seguir corriendo esta liga, que la cual yo la veo que es algo positivo. En verdad no le hacemos daño a nadie, al contrario, yo creo que estamos dando un ejemplo de que después de la niñez podemos seguir jugando, haciendo deporte, y yo veo que muchos niños nos ven como ejemplo. Entonces, nuevamente les pido, por favor, que nos ayuden, y al igual comparto opinión como mis compañeros acá. Sentimos que es mucho dinero lo que nos quieren cobrar por jugar, por hacer algo bien. Así que esa es mi opinión y pues muchas gracias.
John Kim.
Gabby, I just want to make a statement. Les quiero hacer un comentario. Antes de que la señora Estrada viniera al podio a dar su comentario, el señor Dell, nuestro administrador aquí en la ciudad, comentó lo siguiente, y lo voy a decir en español porque no hay un traductor el día de hoy aquí. En la junta del 9 de enero se va a presentar el tema a concilio para su consideración. Este punto de acuerdo que se va a traer considera una tarifa mucho más baja a la que se cobra ahorita. El motivo por el cual se va a traer el 9 de enero es porque se está preparando la resolución que tiene que considerarse para adopción por el concilio. Entonces, tomando eso en cuenta, el 9 de enero se va a traer el tema donde se va a considerar la tarifa sustancialmente más baja, innecesaria en base a los argumentos que ustedes presentan, en base a la libertad de poder hacer una actividad recreativa, que, como si bien se comenta, mantienen a nuestros jóvenes y jóvenes adultos ocupados en el deporte. Entonces, básicamente es el comentario que se hizo del señor Dell.
John Kim.
Good evening. Happy holiday for the recent years, to the end of this year, and Merry Christmas. And I believe this, I heard of several complaints from the citizens. This is how show our city showing how wants to serve the community. Our city is not for the citizens. Our city is for themselves to standing up for taking care of themselves. They're going to squeeze everything as much as you can from the community to sustaining themselves. This is another example. When council never charged any political groups or any sports group fees past decades. Now they want to charge them because they see how to collect the taxes. They collect how to collect the fees. Same things. And last meeting, council made a decision or recommendation. They're gonna make the presentation against the June Kim's the numbers. with the financial directors. I'm challenging to have a public meeting, televise everybody's. They're gonna know real numbers, what city is hiding. I'm not worried about that I'm making the mistake, but city is gonna have to worry about that presentation. I'm demanding to have a presentation open with the open public meeting. City is supposed to have a $57 million, and the city is denying, and they want to rent the bond money about the $47 million cost us $90 million payments. So we have to pay that. The city always still looking for the citizens to sacrifice RAM to collect the money, fees, taxes, to sustaining themselves or making their friends happy. Please awake the citizens. So we supposed to engaging to make the city for the citizens, not for themselves. And I'm challenging to next meeting or during the January to about the number. People, you guys issue the bond. And also I recommend to the new council member, lawyers, city administrations or consultant, they're gonna try to convince you they are right. We need to do a lot of things for them, not for the citizens. But they're not gonna say for them, they're gonna say the citizens. So please be aware. And also, I'm challenging about I'm challenging for the presentation. Thank you.
Eduardo Flores. Eduardo Flores.
You might be with the soccer group, maybe. That's all we have. Comments by council members? Anything to report, Mr. Escobar?
Just something briefly. It's December. It's not about the money. It's not about politics, obviously. It's about health and family. So in this time, whether you're Christian or non-Christian, at the end of the day, December is really a time to be very festive for the health that we have, and very festive for the families that God gave us. So I wish everybody a safe and Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Romero, any comments?
No, just good evening. Just wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Looking forward to working with these great gentlemen, and to most importantly to benefit you guys. That's what I think we're here for, not so much as city council members, but as public servants. Which sometimes I think we forget a little bit. But in lieu of these times, I think this being the month December, like Mayor Pro Tem Escobar mentioned, it's a time for us to unite, and I think we should take Calexico in the right direction. So I want to wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless you guys.
Thank you, Ms. Fernandez.
Same thing. I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Just want to make a comment on our events that we had last couple of weeks ago. We had a Christmas tree lighting, we had a Christmas parade, we had a lot of people work and donate their time and effort, and city staff working late and putting up barriers and putting up platforms and cleaning up restrooms in the downtown area. I think the event was a great event for us. The parade was just, I think, on the plus side, I think we had very good comments on the parade. I don't know did you hear anything else, Mr. Dale?
No, I think it was unequivocally definitely a success. And we're looking forward to next year even being bigger and better. And I would like to thank you directly, because you were involved in a lot of the getting these donations into the tune of around $14,000 for this. And so what ended up happening is this parade cost the city nothing, zero, because of the efforts of the mayor and some staff. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Chamber's having a little raffle, a mixer on Friday the 21st. Tickets are $100. There you go. $25. $25.
I think the last one was 100.
That's right. Yeah, but little steep. Mixer this Friday, Chamber 20 December 21st, $25.
Where's it going to be held?
It's going to be held at the Chamber,
Chamber grounds, heavy hors d'oeuvres.
heavy on the hors d'oeuvres, that's true, heavy on the hors d'oeuvres. Other than that, we want to wish everybody Merry Christmas and a great new year coming for us, and let's just plan to keep things afloat here in the city. Things are looking up. Thank you.
Sorry, Mr. Mayor, one more invitation. This Saturday, the 21st, we're having Christmas in downtown from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., I'm sorry. So you can bring your kiddos out. We're going to be in downtown, have a good time. And also just a quick recognition to Chief Gerardo and Chief Avila. Today they did Kids with Badges. I had the pleasure of actually being there. Completely forgot. And we got to see Santa come down on his amazing reach sleigh. And a bunch of kids actually got a chance to meet Santa and actually get together with some of their officers, whether firefighters or police officers, and they actually got a $100 gift card, each one of the kids, and they actually went in and were able to pick out their own gifts. So, highly appreciated from, our men in blue. Appreciate that, guys, great thing for the community. Sorry, forgot to say that.
Thank you. Mr. Dale,
He
anything?
stole my thunder on that. Good one. I'll defer to Assistant City Manager.
Mr. Figueroa.
Yes, I do want to point out on something right now that Councilmember Romero mentioned, and the fact is that I think right now our mayor brought to the attention of the community 3-4 events that we just had recently. Even before that, we started having a couple of community events that we had not seen in our city. Like it was mentioned, this Saturday we're having another one, and the reason for that is because we cannot forget every sector of our city. We understand, and I see right now a representative of our downtown here with us in the audience. And I do want to point out that the efforts, for example, that are going to take place on Saturday is to make sure that attraction occurs with our much needed downtown improvements that are required. And I do want to point out we have a long way to go to make sure that we properly address every single thing that has to do with the business environment in downtown. So we need to acknowledge that. But second, we cannot forget also that we can do our part to attract people and give back a little, not only to our youth, but also to our merchants. So that's the idea behind the event that we're going to have on Saturday. So with that in line, I also want to provide a status update. As we all know, we had a very unfortunate event at our Santo Tomas swap meet. There was a fire, as we all know. I want to acknowledge the prompt attention to the incident by our fire department. On behalf of the fire department, I want to thank Chief Avila for your immediate assistance. In addition to that, I want to also acknowledge our police chief, Gonzalo Gerardo, for the assistance that he provided along with his staff, and not to forget the agencies at the county that also stood up and supported us here in the city of Calexico. I do want to point out that in the past week, Mr. Dell and myself have been extremely busy attending the situation of Santo Tomas. The bottom line is public safety. By no means will this city have to consider an incident in where the life of anybody may be at risk. For that, we are working hand in hand with the ownership group and the vendors to address what has to be addressed in Santo Tomas, so we can continue to have business, but business done in a safe way. In addition to that, I want to point out that we are looking at all alternatives where the city can support the property owner and the vendors to get them back into their their means of living, which is selling their goods. Along with that, there are other agencies that are part of an ongoing investigation as we speak right now, where the Imperial Irrigation District is working diligently with the City of Calexico and the Department of Toxic Substances Control, which is the state agency, to address the matter at hand. We are being very creative as to what we can do to work with the property owner and the vendors that were affected. As a matter of fact, today, our city manager signed a temporary use permit, so vendors in a coordinated fashion with the city administration, specifically with our fire department, can have a temporary use permit so they can do tent sales in the south side parking lot. Obviously, with a condition that the safety requirements that our fire department is requesting, that they be met. So along with that and other means of other agencies that I want to highlight, like the Imperial Valley Small Business Development Center, the Calexico Neighborhood House, and Acción, we are working with programs where small loans can be provided to those that were affected and grant opportunities to get business licenses with the city of Calexico as well. It's been an ongoing effort where everybody that I mentioned and staff have been working diligently to make this be a fast and immediate solution that we all expect. So with that in mind, we do want to keep the community informed on this tragic situation that occurred in our city, but we want to portray also what's being done in order to address the matter at hand.
Thank you, Mr. Figueroa. Moving on to the consent agenda, is there a motion to accept items 2 and number 3?
Motion to approve items 2 and 3.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. We're going to go to a discussion and potential action item. Item number 4, approval of a resolution of the City of Calexico. Approval of a resolution of the City Council of the City of Calexico supporting and joining the Amicus brief to be filed by the Imperial Valley Coalition for Fair Sharing of Water in the Abadi versus Imperial Irrigation District litigation. Mr. Dale.
I'll go ahead and offer up Wally Limegruber, I guess, you want to speak to this? Is there a public notice to speak on this item?
Yes, I do
Okay.
have a speaker.
Okay. Go ahead.
Good evening, honorable council members, city staff, and public. My name is Wally Limegruber, a founding member of the Imperial Valley Coalition for Fair Sharing of Water. This evening you have a resolution that's in front of you that comes along and supports Imperial Irrigation District as they deliver water to all users within their service area. IED has been doing this since 1911, and we want to see this continue. We just returned back from a conference in Las Vegas, Colorado River Water Users Association, and many of the contractors on the Colorado River are aware of this potential litigation that could not only affect Imperial Irrigation District, but other water districts within this state. So this evening, I'm here to answer any of your questions. I'm here to ask for an affirmative vote on this resolution. Because of the filing delays that have occurred, the friend of the court will probably not even be filed until sometime early March of 2019. So with that, I would ask again, affirmative vote here and would answer any questions that you might have. Thank you very much for your consideration.
Thank you.
Morris Risen?
Yeah, my name is Morris Risen, and I'm going against this resolution. I'm for what Wally says, but let the courts decide. I don't think Calexico should get involved because there's a lot of problems that we have in our own town, and to get problems here with the courts. To me, it looks like that they're looking for ammunition to give to the courts, so they're getting other cities to sign this resolution. But it's between Mike Abadi and the IID. I don't think we should get involved with this because Mike has helped a lot of people. It can be, like some say, dirty money, whatever it is, but he's helped a lot of people. And I just don't think that the city of Calexico should get involved with this. Hopefield turned it down, Imperial turned it down. I think just Brawley and Calipatto, Westmoreland Board, even the county, I believe, turned it down. So I feel that we should turn it down and let them fight it in court. And if it's gonna take until March, whatever, may the best person or entity win. So that's my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Any comments from the board? I know they've been here twice seeking for this resolution to come about, and we've heard from both sides. I think we had a speaker from the other coalition come and speak, but I think for us to not to vote on this is not showing any support to our Imperial Irrigation District. So I think I'm going to ask for a vote on this. Any other comments?
Make a motion to approve item 4.
Is there a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 All ayes, thank you. Carried 4-0. Thank you. We're now to item number 5, public hearing. This public hearing is to hold a hearing and review, introduce, and conduct a second reading of the following ordinance and waive the reading of full ordinances and read by title only. Ordinance number 1191, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Calexico, California, amending Title 17 zoning, Chapter 17.11, Article 10 of the Calexico Municipal Code, regulating commercial cannabis activity. Ordinance number 1192, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Calexico, California, amending Title 5, Business Licenses and Regulations, Article 2, Chapter 5.96 of the Calexico Municipal Code, regulating commercial cannabis activity. We're now going to open this public hearing at 7:12. Anybody wishing to speak on this item may please approach the podium.
And then, Mr. Mayor, just for the record, this is second reading. We had a first reading 2 weeks ago, at which point we did a thorough PowerPoint presentation of proposed ordinances. We obviously have it ready in case somebody does require further information. But given that, I think we should take public comments, and if there are any questions, we can answer those at that time. Thank you.
Anybody wishing to make a comment on this public hearing? This item?
Yeah, if there's no public comment, it'd be appropriate to close the public hearing.
Being that no one is coming forward to speak on this item, we're going to close the public hearing. We're going to open it for discussion. On our part,
I'll make a motion to approve item 5.
I second.
Do we have to read the whole thing, or does the mayor have to read the whole
Not
thing?
this time. This is second reading. We did that the first time, and in any event, the mayor did read it at the beginning. So we're covered on both grounds.
Motion to approve item 5.
it's been motioned and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Carried. 4-0. Informational items. 2019 list of appointments in conformance with the MADI Act, California Government Code 54970. Ms. Garcia. Or Mr. Campos. What do we got going? Do they need to make?
I understand the city clerk will be publishing the vacancies per the code requirement. And we're agendizing for the next meeting.
These are the vacancies that will be for 2019.
Do we need to make a motion to approve?
What we need?
This is information.
No, I think, yeah.
Knowledge receipt, and then there'll be a list of the positions next time.
The ad for the new positions will be going out tomorrow, and then there's also a list that will be opening up throughout the year.
Very good. So this is to acknowledge this in receipt. All those in favor of acknowledge this report?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Mr. Figueroa, anything for the good of the order? Mr. Campos, Mr. Dale, quick and fast. I
Happy
like it.
holidays.
I can't believe it.
I like it.
Welcome, new council members.
Welcome.
First official meeting, felicidades.
Thank you. And in lieu of that, I mean, I want to congratulate Mayor Pro Tem Escobar because this might actually be his last meeting with us tonight, potentially. Want to wish him nothing but the best of luck and representing Calexico at the county level, and wishing for him and the rest of the entire county supervisors nothing but success.
Muchas
Appreciate
gracias.
your time.
Muchas gracias.
And
No de nada, colega.
he'll be there January the 7th doing his best.
What time?
9 a.m.
9 o'clock, January the 7th.
in El Centro, County Building.
Thank you. Good night. Merry Christmas.
No future.